If you've played Zelda before, you're probably aware of what happens when you hurt a Cucco. So, today, we're gonna weaponize the Cuccos and see just what they can do against a handful of mobs in Tears of the Kingdom. To get started, I had to find a convenient way to transport Cuccos around the map. The best place I found to access a bunch of Cuccos fast is at this stable, located right here on the map. Not only are they in a pen nearby, but you also have a carriage to put them in. And yeah, getting to the point of traveling with Cuccos in itself is a challenge. Mainly due to the Cuccos will not budge if they're being pulled by a Zonai device. So, that means you gotta pull them by a horse. However, even here, they're equally as stubborn because they just love breaking out of the carriage. With all that settled, let's go find something to throw the Cuccos at. While out exploring, I quickly came across an enemy holdout. So, I grabbed a Cucco and took it with me to go provoke some moblins. And it worked. The Cucco started to swarm and made fast, easy work of the red moblin. However, I did end up using my entire army of Cucco reserves, and they weren't able to take down the 2 silver mobs that chased me around the field. I quickly made up a carriage filled with Cuccos and set out again. This time, I was determined to get far in my little experiment, and not have it cut short due to any unforeseen situation. Yeah, right. I came across a field that had some mobs in it, so I decided to pull out a Cucco for a test against a single blue moblin. And it easily took it down. But then, as I tried to make my quick getaway, its friend ruined my carriage and released all of my Cuccos.
Outstanding!
Another reset later, and I'm wondering just how much damage will the Cuccos do to Link? My armor is at 72. And as you see, when the Cuccos swarm, they only do about a quarter of my health. Surprisingly, they don't despawn after attacking in the pen, like they do in the fields whenever I'm out lugging them around. So, let's remove all my armor and see just how much the damage differs. Okay, the difference is they only do a half heart. I was kind of expecting them to do a little bit more. With the damage super accurately broken down, let's go sick the Cuccos on some more mobs. While out exploring, I came across some violent trees, and to no surprise, the Cuccos don't provide slashing damage, so they're of no use here. Also, did I mention just how slow you have to go to make sure that the Cuccos don't somehow escape? There it was. I came across the perfect group of base level moblins, which also had a boss moblin. And it's in situations like these where the Cuccos really shine. They put in ample amounts of work and took out the entire squad. Yet again, it did end up costing me all of my Cuccos. Except for this one. So, with only one last Cucco in my possession, I set off by foot to go find a mob to try and take down with this Cucco. And together, we traveled far and wide, where at last I came across this enemy holdout. And the Cucco did all it could and took out plenty of red moblins. So, I took up the mantle and blew up the rest. If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing and leave a thumbs up while you're at it. And as always, I'll catch you next time.